Welcome to Alter. I'm your host, Nicole Meline. This podcast explores the practice of transformation, of growth, as a dance between hustle and flow, altering, changing, growing, becoming, and altering, offering, surrendering, opening to divine conspiracy. It's the dance of the leader, athlete, creator, entrepreneur, committed not just to optimal expression, but to exceptional being. So here are adventures in sweat and divine conspiracy. Awake to all the grit, dirt, and complexity of our world. Alert to the graces that come alongside the struggle, the hustle. Encouragement, an infusion of courage for the moments you need it most. I'm your host, Nicole Meline. Welcome to Alter. Hello, beautiful, miraculous people. How is your connection to Source today? Take a deep breath into that question with me. How is your connection to Source today? To feel into that, I want to share with you today a few insights from my new course, Sourced. This is the last week of early bird pricing, and we're gathering for our first live session that will include a replay. So if Sourced is calling you, learn more and register at nicolemeline.com/sourced. One of the most powerful questions I love to ask someone I'm growing alongside, a mentorship client or a friend, is, what is your story of fill in the blank? What is your story of money, food, love, desirability, body, friendship, creativity? Let's try some of these on. What is your story of desirability? What is your story of your body? What is your story of your family, your relationship to your family? What is your story of your creativity? What is your story of your relationship to food? Stay tuned for an upcoming podcast on this one. What is your story of money? Really feel into that. What is your story of money? We all live within frameworks of stories. We've absorbed a certain version of who we are in relation to these major events or these major elements of our lives. And we live out that story with its freedoms and limitations. Let's take money as an example. What is your story of your relationship to money? What was the first thing you learned about money? Who taught it to you, and how was it taught? What relationship to money was modeled in your home as you grew up? Neutrality? That's usually not the case. Anxiety and fear? Guilt or shame? Peaceful freedom? Trust and abundance? A practice of generosity? Peaceful, generous, joyful wealth? Mixed messages, maybe? That's often the case for many of us. How have you absorbed and repeated that relationship to money? What other teachers about money outside of your family or the first teachers that you had have shaped you? Who have been your positive mentors or modelers of the relationship you want to have? How have you changed? Or here's the really juicy question: how would you like to change your money story? These primal human needs of food, love, and money are landscapes for spiritual formation, Our relationship to them, our beliefs about them, our story about them exposes our fears, our vulnerabilities, and our desires. The process of building a relationship of peace and trust toward them is a laboratory for our growth, a playground of challenges. Maybe some of you have taken my HIIT course, which comes at this question of our relationship, or the story in which we live, of our relationship to food. I created HIIT as a journey to revolutionize our story of food, nutrition, and body image. It's been a joy to move through it with so many of you as we arrive at a mindset and a heart set and practice of deep nourishment and energized purpose. Our money story is a new landscape that I've been diving in over the last few years. I've been doing deep, challenging work over the last few years to understand and heal my own and reshape my beliefs and practices into alignment with a story of peaceful, joyful, generous wealth that draws from divine source and catalyzes my creativity and that of all whom it blesses. If these questions are stirring some realizations in you, leading you to realize, wow, this is a landscape for growth for me. This is a spiritual laboratory in which there's a lot of work to do. I want to grow in this area of my relationship to source, because as we really explore in source, that's what our relationship to money is about. That is also what our relationship to food is about. That is also what our relationship to love, our beliefs about love is about. It's ultimately a revelation of our beliefs and our connection to divine source. If you're realizing that this is a landscape in which you want to grow, if you're realizing that you want to grow in this area, that you want to heal and open this channel, from my heart to yours, I invite you to join me in Sourced, a journey to become abundance. And maybe it's particularly your relationship to money that you want to heal, that you want to be operating in a belief system of abundance, a mode of abundance, because guess what? That is what magnetizes it. Or maybe you're realizing that you're living in a story of scarcity in relationship to other resources, to love, to food, to opportunity, to the possibility of your next chapter. Maybe you're realizing that you're living in a belief system of scarcity toward these things, impossibility. Sourced will lead you into an abundance mindset in relationship to all of the resources of your life, all of these primal needs of, yes, money, but also food, also love, opportunity, next chapter. Over the course of 6 modules of both practical and spiritual tools you can access anytime, and 2 live digital gatherings we'll have together for conversation and question and response, we will rewrite your money story or your resource story and rewire your thought patterns and your nervous system to receive and become abundance. Let that identity settle in you. Taste it right now. To become abundance. I am abundance. Not just I am abundant, but I am abundance. I am a channel of generosity. I'm a channel of abundance. I collaborate with divine generosity. If you're not sure if the deep dive of Sourced is for you, if you want to ease in, my new meditation album, Resourced, 14 daily audio meditations for manifestation, is also waiting for you. You can learn more about both at nicolemeline.com/sourced, SOURCED, and it's linked for you in the show notes. I would love to hear what this podcast is stirring in you, what these questions have revealed to you about how your money story has been shaped and has shaped you. So please follow, rate, and review it on Apple Podcast or Spotify, and share it with a friend. Just text a link to a friend or on social media. Tag me at Nicole Meline and at Alter Together so we can send up some smoke signals for like-hearted community. I believe in you. I believe in us as we become abundance and alter together.